Hi there, Clive here again with another food review, and today we are looking at this Instant Genius Coffee. Instant Genius Coffee, oh yeah. So what this is a combination of coffee and nootropics. Now that may well sound a bit of a tautology because in coffee is caffeine and caffeine is effectively a nootropic anyway, but what this is has got a blend of coffee and then a selection of sort of natural nootropics to help increase focus and concentration, memory and mental energy, cognitive function and brain health. Genius in a cup. That is the claim here, and on the back it says created for philosophers, poets, warriors, ninjas and time travelers, of which I am maybe two of these, maybe a poet, I don't know. Anyway, it's called Limitless Life. It's developed by an ex-professional rugby player, apparently, according to the website. The nootropics in here, just explain nootropics. So if you don't know what nootropics are, they are things that affect the mind, which sounds all kind of, whoa. I'm not talking about LSD, I'm talking here, caffeine is a nootropic, and it can make you stay awake a bit long. So, but there are lots of other similar things like caffeine that has the effect, and you find them in a lot of energy drinks. And this is a blend of some of these nootropics to help hopefully give you focus, concentration, and mental energy, etc., when you need it and require it. So, just for example, in here, when we look at the website, we'll see what the main nootropic ingredients are.
Okay, so if you visit their site, which is drinklimitlesslife.com, they explain all the nootropics here. And the main ingredients of their nootropics formula is acetyl L-carnitine, which you see in a number of energy drinks, which I mentioned before. And apparently that increases mental energy and focus, improves memory and learning, promotes neuron health and anti-aging. Then you've got alpha GPC. Apparently this increases cognitive function. It's beneficial for learning and memory and protects brain health. And then tyrosine or tyrosine, another amino acid used by the cells to help synthesize proteins. And this is also in other energy and focus type related drinks such as G Fuel and the Excite, which I reviewed before. And that apparently supports mental energy, motivation, increases focus and concentration, improves mood and mental clarity. And then lion's mane here, which is the interesting one, it comes from a medicinal mushroom. Asia used it for centuries because of its incredible neuroprotective powers. So in Chinese medicine, it's used quite a lot. And there's been some actual science studies in Japan saying that it stimulates the synthesis of nerve growth factor. This is a primary protein nutrient responsible for enhancing and repairing neurological disorders. So apparently this will help stimulate the synthesis of nerve growth factor, reduces nerves from damage due to aging, neuroprotective powers it has, and is an antioxidant and supports memory and cognitive function. And then here they've got theanine, which is again another amino acid, increases focus, improves memory, improves mood and lowers stress, and is a strong antioxidant. And then finally, vitamin B6, which is good for mood enhancement, brain health, and energy production. And the combination of all of these help promote the release of dopamine in the brain, which is what makes us sort of calm and happy. That is what constitutes their nootropic formula.
So some of these nootropics we've seen in other energy drinks that I've tried. So for instance, Excite has got in carnitine and the tyrosine. G Fuel, popular with gamers, and PewDiePie, has also got tyrosine in it as well. So these are common nootropic additions to a lot of drinks which help kind of promote focus and mental agility, etc., etc. This is the first time I've seen it in a coffee, and I am a bit of a coffee drinker, so I'm excited in trying this. Now, it is an instant coffee. I'm not a big fan of instant coffee, but I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to see what the effects are, and then I'll come back and I'll give you sort of how I felt during the afternoon or the day following it, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so the kettle's just boiling. I've opened the pack. Quite nice. Standard coffee smell. Not a sort of strong coffee smell in terms of, you know, a rich roast kind of stuff, but a nice coffee smell. I'll just show you if you can see. You probably won't be able to see here, but this is the coffee. Apparently 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons in every cup. The kettle has just boiled, it's just gone off the boil, so I shall make that cup of coffee and we'll come back and we'll see what it tastes like. Here we are with the coffee. And as I say, I'm a bit of a coffee drinker, and I've made it how I would normally make a coffee. Yes, I do have milk. I use xylitol, so that's my sweetener of choice. But that's how I make it. I know some purists would say, we'll have it black or whatever, but that's, you know, that's up to you. I've made it how I would normally have a coffee. And I do like to have a casual coffee now and then. Now it's a nice smooth flavour. For an instant coffee, that's not too bad, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. Maybe it's because normally my instant coffee that I've had before, when you have it at work, or it's that really cheap stuff, and so it's disgusting, and I'm particularly used to having, you know, proper coffee from ground beans, etc. But this is not too bad. It's a sort of nice rounded mellow coffee taste to it. That's not too bad at all. In fact, I quite enjoy this as a sort of a coffee when I'm at work, at home or whatever, when I don't want to get the ground coffee out and percolate it and do, you know, put the coffee stove on and all that kind of stuff. This is, I'm pleasantly surprised by the taste. How I feel will be a different thing, and as I say, I'll come back in the evening after a few hours and tell you whether I felt whether there was any kind of general effect. I'm glad I'm having this now. I've got a few things to sort out and get done in a short space of time, so let's hope it does deliver me the energy, mental energy and focus that I need, because I'm feeling a bit tired. But so far, pleasantly surprised, considering it's an instant coffee, that how nice it is generally. But the real test, because you're going to be paying more money than you normally pay for a coffee, especially an instant coffee, is what the effect of the nootropics are. So as I say, I'll come back a little bit later and I'll update this video for you. Cheers. So in terms of taste, it's a very mellow coffee, which is nice. Something, maybe a coffee for the afternoon, or if you're not particularly looking for a kick, if you're looking for that caffeine kick straight away that you sometimes get with an espresso or something like that, then perhaps this isn't necessarily a coffee on that regard, because it is an instant coffee. But as instant coffees go, I found it really nice, very mellow, quite a nice drink. It had a certain earthy taste to it as well. That may be the lion's mane, I don't know, but it was a nice, mellow, not bitter coffee taste. So I really enjoyed that aspect. As I say, it's been a few hours since I had my cup, and how did I feel? Well, it's always very difficult to say, so I can only talk anecdotally. There could be lots of other factors involved here. It could be acting as a placebo, because I'm particularly sort of conscious now of looking whether I feel more focused. But generally, I've had a lot to do this afternoon, and I felt quite buzzy about it. Not sort of buzzy off my head kind of buzzy, but just clear and focused and on it. And as I say, it may well be just a placebo effect because I'm looking out for those things and I'm reading it, or it may be because I've got things that are happening later on today that I'm quite excited about, and therefore I'm focused in that regard. But generally, compared to a normal afternoon, I think there may well be a slight difference. Now, as I say, there could well just be a placebo effect or other factors involved in that, I don't know. But I'm going to certainly give it a go a few more times and just see how generally I feel. I mean, who is it aimed at? Well, people who got a lot of concentration. Obviously, gaming drinks, as I mentioned before, is a big thing. G Fuel, favourite of PewDiePie, of course, and loads of gamers, because they spend a lot of time staring at the screen, need that concentration, need to be awake. But if you're not a teenager, a bit harsh on teenagers, but if you're a bit older and you like a coffee drink, like I do, then this is potentially a great alternative for gamers than, say, the G Fuel, because I know a lot of gamers do drink coffee, sort of stay awake to focus on the game, especially streamers and stuff like that. So this may well be worth considering as an alternative to gaming drinks like the Excite or G Fuel now and then. I mean, I found the Excite very refreshing because it's a cold, fizzy drink, and so it gives you that kind of refreshing buzz. But sometimes you don't want a fizzy drink or a cold drink. Sometimes you want a nice warm drink, but you want that same element of concentration and focus, etc. Maybe this is it. Anyway, they're my thoughts after trying this for a few hours. I have felt particularly focused and concentrated, but that could have been a number of factors, I don't know. But I'm certainly going to stick with this for a bit and see how my general well-being is when using this over a longer period of time. So we'll look at the price as well, but just they also do a tea, a matcha tea as well, instant genius matcha tea if you prefer tea. Okay, so this is a 2-week taster pack, and there are 30 cups of coffee in here, so presumably that's about 2 cups a day, isn't it? And it's £20.99. They do a double pack version for £39.99, and then there's a 2-month, which is 1 month of coffee. They do a 2-month version, which is £71.99, and then a 3-month bundle at £101.99. So by all means, give the 2-week taster pack a go if you're interested. Okay, so there you go. That's my review of Instant Genius Coffee. Check out the website here. See for yourself. There's lots of information about nootropics and the facts, etc., and a background to the guy who created the product. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you want me to do more videos around the area of nootropics and energy drinks, etc., then let me know. Put some comments in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed, then please subscribe. Hit that notification button so you know when my videos go up, and I'll see you around for my next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.